is Francis Crevier. I'm Algonquin, and I'm the CEO for the National Council of Urban Indian Health, also known as NCUIH. We're the national organization devoted to the support and development of quality, accessible, and culturally competent health services for American Indian and Alaska Natives living in urban settings. In light of this extraordinary occasion, I wanted to take a moment to express congratulations to the team at UAII on moving and expanding to their new facility. As the largest Indian service provider in the County of Los Angeles, the new location will provide the county with much needed medical care, behavioral health treatment, youth services, health education, workforce training on a much larger scale. This move coincides with an especially critical time in the lives of our people who are disproportionately affected by the novel coronavirus. We are proud of this tireless team who is providing life-saving care during a pandemic ravaging our communities every single day. Thank you to UAI Health Heroes for all the hard work you do every day for Indian Country, and we look forward to visiting you again soon. Congratulations again.
I'm Gil Cedillo, Los Angeles City Council member for the 1st District. Let me take this occasion to welcome United American Indian involvement right here to the Temple Beaudry neighborhood. I happen to live in Temple Beaudry, and it's where my father made his first home in 1941. So I welcome you with open arms and thank you for all that you've done during the pandemic season that all of us have been confronting. This COVID-19 has presented a challenge for all of us, and you've met that challenge with great courage and leadership. You've respected the youth and the elders, and you've done incredible work, and I admire it. It's the same type of work my district has done for the community. PPEs, instructions and protocols, food, essential services, workforce development. All that you've done for the community is vital and critical to our future prosperity. Let me say this, I know you've been in the community for 46 years, but let me say this to you. Right now at this moment of COVID-19, we're looking at the end. It's near, but we're gonna get through this if we continue to maintain the type of discipline and leadership that you've provided for our community. So finally, let me restate, as I said earlier, welcome to the Temple Beaudry neighborhood. I welcome you with open arms. I know we're going to have a brighter future, and I look forward to the solidarity and the unity of our efforts as we proceed forward into 2021. So thank you very much, and a big hug and a big embrace.
Hello, my name is Kevin Hale. I'm a member of the Navajo Nation, and I'm a lifelong member of the Los Angeles County area, Southern California. I've been here, I was born and raised here in Los Angeles County, and I'm grateful to be a part of this presentation by United American Indian Involvement on the Move. Welcome. We're going to be moving to a new location. So we're just going to welcome the community to let you know that we are still providing services. Okay. So we know that during these trying times, these unprecedented times, I don't think any of us have ever seen anything like this. You know, a pandemic bringing our country to a standstill, bringing our city to a standstill. And many of us have suffered job loss, have suffered loss of family members getting sick, relatives on living on the reservation, getting sick. And we're here just to let the community know, community members, that UAII is still here. The UAII staff is providing services, and we continue to provide services. We will continue to provide services. As you'll see in our presentation, What we have for you, our community, can only be successful with your continued participation. Without you, we're just a building of people. We're coming into the holiday season right now. The holiday season is not going to be the same this year. We're going to have to share our joy, laughter, and love through these different electronic platforms that we have, just so that we can ensure that we're safe at home and that we aren't spreading the COVID virus to one another. I would like to thank, again, you community members for your continued participation. And I hope you enjoy our our on the move presentation for you. The staff members at UAII, again, appreciate you. I'm going to ask Creator for some humble blessings, and may He always look over us. Heavenly Grandfather, I want to ask you today for humble blessings, that you might continue to look over us, watch over our loved ones, watch over our children, watch over our elderly folks, and continue to help us to be aware that we need to be safe, that we need to be able to practice the guidelines that are set out because of this pandemic. Many of us are feeling lonely. Many of us are feeling isolated. Many of us are feeling things that we haven't felt because we belong in a community together. We belong interacting with one another. And I want to thank you, Grandfather, for just providing this platform, like just such as Zoom and all these other platforms, that we can at least look at each other and talk to one another in real time, and that we can continue to provide our services through this platform. Grandfather, I ask you again for blessings for all of those who have suffered loss, who have suffered the sickness, who have suffered financial hardships, that you help them to reach out and maybe find one of those resources to help them get through the daily life, get them through the week, get them through the month, get them through this year, get them through this holiday season with their families happily, with their loved ones close, as close as they can be, and just to heal the sadness that they feel at this time, the loneliness and the isolation. Heavenly Grandfather, I ask for your special blessing, that you might continue to look over our people that are in the armed services, that are overseas, that are away from their homes right now. They're unable to come home because they are needed by our country. I ask you, Heavenly Grandfather, to bless our frontline workers, all those people who are on the front line that face this COVID virus every day, helping others to get through their day. I ask you, Heavenly Grandfather, for those who don't have a roof over their head, for those who don't have their children in their homes, blessings and your love and your compassion that you might wrap around them so that they can get through that day and not feel so happy I mean, not feel so sad, but they can feel happy that they are being cared for. And, you know, that even though they're not with us, there are people out there caring for them. And I ask you to bless our staff at UAII, to keep the staff safe, to keep them healthy, and to keep them to providing the services that our community needs. Without our community, without that love of togetherness, without the compassion, without the empathy, without the ability to reach out, I don't know where we would be. So again, Heavenly Grandfather, I thank you for all the blessings that you have provided us with, for all the blessings that you are providing our family with, and that you continue to meet all our needs that within our families, within our communities, within our tribes. Wajona is clean, Wajona is clean, Wajona is clean, Wajona is clean. Oh, thank you.
welcome UAII community. My name is Joseph Quintana, and I'm the Development Director here at United American Indian Involvement. We are excited that you're joining us for this virtual event. We're, of course, working through the challenges of the pandemic together. These aren't easy times for either of us. But we want you to know that UAII is committed to addressing the issues that lie ahead. Most importantly, we want to make sure that you have access to a job, that you have the skills necessary for you to maintain that position, that you have access to stable housing long-term, and of course, that you're safe, that you're healthy, that you have access to testing, and of course, making sure that you can protect your family with adequate PPE and personal protective equipment. This, of course, is interesting times for us. Of course, we're working through the pandemic, which is a tremendous challenge for each of us. We're also excited to highlight our first move of our main office in 20 years. What started as a small drop-in shelter on Skid Row 46 years ago by Marion Zuko and Baba Cooper has seen many different changes over the years. But we've always adapted. We've adapted together. We've adapted because of our community's involvement with this organization. Most importantly, we've always had leadership that has helped guide the organization going forward. Most importantly, with David Rambo, our former executive director, who in his 32 years saw the most growth of this organization to oversee 4 different departments and programs. And under former CEO Jeremy Billy, we saw continued growth over his term in office. And now, with the leadership of our current CEO, Luis Cervantes, we understand that we are positioning ourselves for a new future, for an organization that continues to adapt to the ever-changing challenges that impact our community members. But we have you in our focus. We will continue to work together to address these issues. This, of course, is an exciting time for us. As I mentioned before, we're going to be in new office spaces, and this may come with its own challenges. But we will continue to try to do our best to provide those much-needed services and resources that you require. Please enjoy the wonderful performances that will be held virtually during this session. Long term, once the pandemic lifts, like we always do, we're going to come together and gather over some great food and some wonderful talk. And those will be days of hope that we look forward to as an organization. In the meantime, please enjoy this wonderful day and share in the celebration as UAII on the Move starts in 2021. Please join us on our social media platforms for updated information, or visit us at www.uaii.org. UAII community, together we will get through this. So please, continue to wash your hands, mask up, and remember, you're not alone. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Athena Brown, and I'm the Chief of the Division of Indian and Native American Programs in the Department of Labor. Our offices are located in Washington, D.C., although we do have outstation staff that work out of San Francisco, California, and Dallas, Texas. I am a member of the Fort McDermott Paiute Shoshone tribe in northern Nevada. DINAP is part of the Employment and Training Administration, which is one of the largest federal agencies within the Department of Labor, and we work under the umbrella of the Office of Workforce Investment. Today I'd like to thank Mr. Quintana for inviting me to share a few words with you and to congratulate you on the opening of your new location. I have really come to value and appreciate Mr. Quintana's input, as he is a member of our Native American Employment and Training Council to the Secretary of Labor, and in that he represents Region 6. Mr. Quintana has shown that he is a very strong advocate and is dedicated to improving the opportunities and the lives of Native Americans, not just in California, but nationwide. I would also like to thank all of you for helping to keep the offices open and operating. And I know that you are aware that in this dire time in our history, we are facing large unemployment rates nationwide and historic business closures across the nation. I know that many Native Americans rely on the critical services provided by organizations such as the United American Indian Involvement. We also know that in DINAP, one of our primary objectives is to help Indian country and Indian organizations with the information and the guidance that they need in order to keep up with the way that in which we serve our clients. We know that telework and virtual communication are a big part of business, and there can be challenges in virtual communication. I know because I've done several tapings of this greeting, and it is a challenge. So we know that there's also changes in the way that we the changes in the economy, the congressional priorities, and the resources available. And although DINAP is a small program within a large federal system, we interact with many, many offices and other federal agencies. And I hope that we can help all of the organizations and the tribes tap into these resources. As a division chief, one of the things that I have a great appreciation for and value is the hard work of frontline staff, such as you. I know that you care deeply about the Indian communities, your clients, and the work that you do is so important. You touch the lives of many people, and although you may not always see it, your contributions are significant. So thank you so much for all that you do to support the employment and training needs of Native Americans. Your commitment makes my job worthwhile. You inspire me to try so much harder to get the support that we need for these programs. So again, please take the time to enjoy being with your coworkers, your family, your friends, and have a blessed holiday season. I look forward to working with you in the new year. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Rose Weahkee, Director for the Indian Health Service, Office of Urban Indian Health Programs, speaking with you from Rockville, Maryland, which is home to Indian Health Service headquarters. I am grateful and honored to join all of you for the virtual United American Indian Involvement on the Move celebration. First and foremost, I want to thank all of the UAII staff for your continued efforts to protect our relatives and communities. Our healthcare warriors continue battling against COVID and working tirelessly during an unprecedented time. I know that frontline staff may get weary at times and are also struggling with the impacts that this pandemic has had on your families and children. Our hearts are heavy with the loss of family and friends and colleagues across the Indian health system, and we continue to pray for strength and healing for those who are grieving and for those recovering. Just this week, we are seeing vaccines distributed across Indian country. It has been an emotional week for many of us as we witness our healthcare heroes being among the first across the country to receive vaccines. Many thanks to you and your families for your sacrifice and for your dedication and commitment to protecting us all. Thank you for lifting each other up and for your strength. We will come out of all of this stronger and more resilient than ever. Now, with that said, I want to welcome UAII staff and community members to your new main office location. I've had the opportunity to witness some of your moves since the location at Winston Street and moves to West 6th and Temple Streets as well. I am so proud of your accomplishments over the years and your accomplishments this year despite the challenges created by the pandemic. I am excited to see and hear what the new year will bring and cannot wait until I can visit you all in person and see the new space for myself. Continue to be safe and protected. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and watch your distance. Congratulations from our Indian Health Service family to all of you at our United American Indian Involvement family, and welcome to your new home. Happy holidays.
Oh, what such kind words, especially from Deputy Chief Athena Brown. I think I owe her a gift card now. That's coming in the mail. I am definitely flattered by those remarks, and especially I would share across our agency our thanks to the kind words and the good words that were shared by Kevin Hale as he opened this up in a good way. Also, his brother Phil Hale, thank you for that wonderful song, and to all the dancers. We know that you're not dancing for yourselves, you're dancing for each one of us, and sending good prayers and blessings as we enter this new space and enter the new year. I also want to thank, as mentioned before, Deputy Chief at the Department of Labor, Athena Brown. Both her and Dr. Rose Weahkee. They might not be my height. I'm about 6'6". I'm a bit taller, but their presence is definitely felt when they enter the room. And you know that they're advocating on our behalf, working every day to tirelessly improve the lives of our community across Indian country, across the United States, and we thank them for that. Dr. Weahkee herself is a product of this organization. She helped formulate some of the programs and help develop some of the departments we have today. Now she oversees 42 urban programs across the United States. So we thank them for being a part of this wonderful evening. We have a lot more to come, and we're very thankful for that. We are excited because, you know, our clients, our community members, they can go anywhere around LA County and Orange County as well, and they'll receive tremendous services. But why do they keep coming to UAII? That's because of the culture. That's because of the built relationship that they have with the people inside our walls. And we have a cultural presentation from one of the local tribal members, Sage Andrew Romero, who's not only from the Paiute Nation, he's also part Taos as well. And he's going to share in a hoop dance for us. And then we'll also hear from some of the people who do those important work on behalf of the organization, our staff. Hear directly from them what inspires them to continue each and every day. We know times are challenging, but our staff continues to do the hard work, especially keeping our community in mind. And lastly, we'll hear directly from our leadership. Our CEO, Luis Cervantes, will share a few words about the direction of our organization and the excitement of looking ahead at 2021. So let's go ahead. Randy, can you go ahead and share some good music from Sage Andrew Romero?
Manahu relatives, Inani Ane Alapian Chuntai, Sage Andrew Romero. I'm of the Tovo Wahamatanuma and the Tuata'i people, the Big Pine Paiute and Taos Pueblo people, and I'm the son of Margaret and Andrew Romero, and I'm here in our homelands here. I think many of you will be able to recognize the area, quite a few of you that have a history of attending the summer camps many years ago. But this is Tovo Wahamatu in Payahunaru, which is better known as Owens Valley nowadays, or as we're reclaiming it back, Payahunaru. And this area is Tovo Wahamatu, the Big Pine area. And I just wanted to come up here so that I could reflect and honor the past years of UAII and our relationship with you from this community. Many of you are aware this is the area where the Robert Sundance Summer Camp would be held every year. Just down the hill here, I'm on top of the big hill. I hiked up here so I could dance here in a good way. But just down here below me is where the camp was held. And so I wanted to come here and dance for you and offer it in a good way. And also want to acknowledge and give congratulations to UAII for their moving into the new facility that you are going into, this new transitional year. This year has been filled with so many changes for so many people, and it's been good to see that UAII is definitely going in that way of changing into, transitioning into something new, a new place that can better serve the community and help the people.
And again, I'm in this area because I want to recognize that. And my uncle Dave Rambo was the director of UAII for many years, and this is the area that he would bring the campers, the youth, and it's always been a good, long-standing relationship. So hopefully someday the camp will return back here, and we'll see you all again here. But in the meantime, I'm going to share with you hoop dance. Again, this is an honoring dance that comes from my father's people, the Tuata'i, and we call it the Tawatona, this hoop dance. And what I do when I dance with these hoops, I have hoops that I dance with, and I make shapes on my body as I'm dancing. And those shapes represent living things in our world, things that are around us, animals, creatures, all the life within the ground. And they also represent the elements around us, the clouds in the sky, the mountains around us, the water of the valleys, the creeks from the mountains. All those things are represented as I'm dancing. And it's also believed in our traditional way that when you watch this, you get some good feelings inside. And that good feeling is meant to be a medicine so that you feel good, help you heal through whatever you're going through. And also we say that if you have somebody that is going through a hard time within your life, while you're watching this dance, you take that feeling you get from watching the emotions, the actions of the hoop dance, that good feeling you get, and you send that feeling to that person that you're thinking of. And that's meant to send a little bit of healing, a little bit of good medicine their way. So that's what I wanted to do, and I'll offer this hoop dance up for you all. And again, I'm grateful and have a lot of gratitude to you all for allowing me to be a part of this grand opening ceremony. And from here in Big Pine, California, to Oahu, where we have had years of long-standing relationships with the United American Indian Involvement Program. And again, looking forward to more years to come. But I hope you enjoy. I'm going to dance in a good way for you all. And then I'll give a good shot of the whole area here so you can see these grounds, which many people can't see right now because of our social distancing and keeping everybody home and safe. So thank you, everybody. Ta'a. And I hope you enjoy my dance in a good way. Ho, pisha. relatives. Ta'a, that's how we say thank you in my Tuatai Taos Pueblo language. And Manahubu for my Numa people, the Paiute. Again, I'm grateful to have this opportunity to dance for you here in this place, here in Tobo Wahamatu, where you can see the places that many of you are familiar with. And also, as I was dancing, I wanted to acknowledge those that have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, those that might be dealing with illness or going through grievance from losing somebody. My thoughts and prayers are with you all. And again, I also offer that dance up to those people that are dealing with that and going through those hard times. As we all know, this is a very different time for us as people, but we do our best to keep each other safe, healthy, and well. So please continue social distancing, washing your hands, wearing your face masks when you go out, and try your best to keep yourself and your family safe. As us Native people, we have to watch out for each other and make sure that we are well and able to carry on, for each of us has a special part of us from our ancestors that we need to keep going. We have a connection to this land. We have a connection through our culture to each other. And so we need to support each other as one family, one tribe, one people. So again, I thank you all for allowing me to be a part of this. And Pisha'u, many blessings to you all. Oh.
We'll get through this together. Each of us has to continue to do our role, no matter what that means as far as us being a representative of our families or our communities or this great organization of ours. We must continue to wear our masks. We must continue to practice social distancing. We also should be the ones leading in a lot of these ways. Remind people that not by telling them what to do, but by showing them, by being the leaders and the examples.
This will go away eventually if we all do our part. It will. It's not. This is just temporary. But we have to endure this now. And we have to keep each other's spirits up. Do a lot of praying. Burn your sage and your sweetgrass. Talk to Creator when you're really sad. And if you need mental health counseling, seek it. Don't be afraid of it. If you need medical assistance, we're here. We're not going to abandon you.
I would just say hang in there for everyone. It's going to get better. Help is on the way. Vaccines here. And we've made it through, this far, 8 months, and we're going to get through it together. And stay positive.
Yes, hi, my name is Karen Quintana. I'm Sac and Fox and Pueblo. I work in the health project and I am a case manager. I think it's the support of the director of the health project and also the assistant director, helping us move immediately to working remote, giving us everything that we needed to, help and be there for the clients when they did need something. And, we had a lot of meetings, we had a lot of planning, so it did make it easier to reach out and follow up and do what we needed to do. We've been able to address their concerns by trying to keep everything close to normal. The needs that, people needed food, they were worried about losing their jobs, they just didn't know where they were supposed to go or where to reach out. Sometimes where they called, the places were closed. They no longer operated the same way because of the COVID shutdown. So we helped them navigate clinic appointments. We helped them, everything that they needed, we tried to address and get to immediately so that they didn't feel lost. Every question they had, we discussed it and did follow up and made sure that their concerns were important, that they weren't feeling lost or alone, you know, because some people lived alone. They didn't have anybody to talk to, or they were watching the news and seeing the updates. And some people even didn't watch the news, and they were really like, is this really happening? Do I really have to stay at home? How is this going to affect me? How am I going to get groceries? How am I going to pick up my medication? So we just sort of help them figure all that out and continue to do it on a daily basis.
What has helped me through this uncertain time is keeping busy, still being able to come to work every day during the stay-at-home order, as well as, you know, from the beginning of when the pandemic hit, managing to still help the community. It's been tough for a lot of individuals, being isolated and, you know, being that familiar face when they come to the community center, when we were able to, you know, kind of interact with individuals, or, you know, answering the phones, even like picking up the phone, and some individuals were just, you know, like, oh, you know, you guys are still there. And it was really nice to, you know, have people, you know, feel that sense of like comfortness, to know that we were here. And that's what kept me, you know, going through this whole pandemic.
Yeah, through the pandemic and through this time that we're in, what's helped me out a lot is basically just being mindful, practicing mindfulness, and learning about the red road. It's been a great journey for me. It's taught me a lot. It's taught me how to go ahead and cope with skills and learn that some things are out of my grasp of life. The only thing I can take care of is myself, and let alone know that I got to live life not on my terms, but on life's terms.
For sure, we can't wait until this is over, so that way we can have everybody come and celebrate with us, being in this new building and checking out our services that we can finally have in person again, and be connected.
You know, I'm really excited about the new location. It's something that I know we've talked about for many years. Even before we were sort of forced out of this current location, we've talked about, you know, seeing other programs throughout the country, you know, having their own center where they can serve their people. It's always been something that we've always had in the back of our minds. So now having this opportunity to do that, I'm really excited about it. I really am. I'm excited for the community to have, you know, a new home that'll just encompass our programs, where we can sort of better serve our community.
It was in this office not very long ago, the executive administrative assistant for UAII walked in, and she said, "It's Luis Cervantes in the flesh." I was kind of taken back by that. Well, we had been in about 25 meetings together, but it was all virtual. I didn't even realize that. What times we are in today, right? So different. Trying to make do with the technology we have and the changes due to the pandemic. But our staff here at UAII have been hard at work. We've had individuals using telehealth to provide service, and we've had staff coming into the office every single day in the clinic, providing medical and health care to our clients. But it isn't the first time we've gone through change. We're going through other changes as an agency, transformation in a way. We started in 1974 as a drop-in shelter in Skid Row, then transitioned here 20 years ago at 1125 6th Street, as many of you know. Started in a small office in the first floor, and now we're in 5 out of the 6 floors in this building. But now we will be looking to transition away from this building that has provided us the opportunity to grow services, the community, to host events. It's going to be a big change for us. But there's reason for that. We've continued to grow. In the past 5 years, our services have expanded, our budget has grown, and we're in multiple locations. We're not just in downtown LA. We're in Cerritos, Palmdale, we're in Santa Ana, and we're looking to continue to expand. Some exciting times up ahead for UAII. But we also need to tell the story of how we got started, and it required leadership. and vision, starting with our founders, Baba Cooper and Marianne Zuko. We would not be here if it wasn't for them too. And then the dynamic growth we experienced with Dave Rambo and the stability brought on by Jeremy Billy. These traits we still have in this agency. It's all over within all the programs and the community. We've been very resilient. You've been resilient. And through all this, we've retained our staff and we're still growing. We just hired 30 new community members. Really exciting time. You know, when I think about this new building we're moving to, it really started about a year and a half ago with space planning. And just thinking through how much space do we need? What programs do we want to have? What's the goal? What's the vision in this new location? And now to be visiting this space we're going to be in now, to see the floor plan, to see the walls up, doors being installed, to have directors and program departments going to visit and seeing the excitement. It's a new home. It's your new home. So until then, I realize we can't all gather together or have a feast together, but we will. Bless you and stay safe.
Well, what great words from everyone. I want to thank everyone who took part in this, especially the staff members. They are really a tremendous reflection on our agency and what inspires and drives them to continue each and every day. I'm not going to tell you that everything is easy, especially 9 months in, and that every day we're able to recharge the batteries like we would like to. But we find inspiration within our community. We know that we have to continue to offer those much needed services. I also want to thank our CEO, Luis Cervantes, for sharing his words and helping us along as we look to 2021 and all the changes that lie ahead. And how can we set a plan that makes sure that we can handle any situation that arises? Now, you may have noticed that I've done a wardrobe change, and what event would be without a wardrobe change? And that's because I'm going to be surrounded by some rare company. Of course, we heard from our CEO. We also heard from a really good cultural representative in Sage Andrew Romero. And I hope that you will look him up either in social media or on his website and help support Native artists, especially young people who want to give back. He works a lot with the community to promote culture along with dance and making sure that that is being passed down to other generations. So I hope that you will support him. Now, we are going to welcome a few people who have had a number of firsts in their lives. And the first is going to be LA County Supervisor Hilda Solis. We are proud to sit in Supervisor Solis's district, and she has been a tremendous supporter of ours and tremendous supporter for Indian country. Prior to her becoming supervisor, she sat as the first Secretary of Labor under President Obama's administration. And she had a number of firsts while she worked across the state of California in political office as well. She also was the first supervisor to come and visit our organization and helped celebrate the arrival of our new Workforce Development and Training Department as she attended our ribbon cutting ceremony. We are tremendously inspired by her work and look forward to partnering on issues around homelessness and housing on into the future as well. And I'm getting a message. What's that? Now, Randy, our producer, is saying that Congresswoman Deb Haaland is also going to be joining us. And so I hope that you look forward to that, as she is the first woman elected to Congress. She's also going to be the first Native American to be nominated to sit as a cabinet position as the U.S. Secretary of Labor. This will all be followed up by a tremendous performance from Tracy Lee Nelson, who has some wonderful songs that he's going to share with us. And so If you feel like celebrating some of these things that we're talking about, you can get up, you can move around in your seat, and definitely welcome us to UAII on the move. Randy, go ahead and connect us with Supervisor Solis.
Hello, I'm Hilda L. Solis, Chair Pro Tem of the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors. As we continue to navigate through the COVID-19 pandemic, I am keenly aware that it takes all of our community partners coming together to tackle the challenges we face as a county and as a nation. I would like to take a moment to recognize the outstanding work of one of those strong community partners, United American Indian Involvement, Inc. And I want to thank UAII for their decades of commitment and service to the American, Indian, and Alaska Native population here in Los Angeles County. Since its founding in 1974, UAII has been providing critical health and human services for American Indians and Alaska Natives living in LA County. Los Angeles County is home to more than 170,000 people who identify as American Indian or Alaska Native, which makes it the largest urban population of American Indians and Alaska Natives of any county in the entire United States, and is also extremely diverse population, with individuals representing more than 200 tribes. Unfortunately, this population faces significant social, economic, and health issues that have been exacerbated by COVID-19 pandemic and the resulting economic crisis. Before the pandemic, this unique population was already more likely than any other ethnic groups or race to experience symptoms of intergenerational trauma, such as mental health illness, chronic diseases, substance abuse, and economic disparities. These social disadvantages often lead to poor health outcomes, and that is when the work of community-based organizations like UAII can make a difference. UAII not only helps to create community and strengthens social ties, but it also connects individuals to education and access to financial aid, housing services and eviction defense, health and behavioral development programs, and emergency assistance for food, clothing, and transportation. I also want to join in the celebration of UAII's achievements as it moves its main office to a new location at 1453 Temple Street in the heart of the 1st District. It is a new home, and I know UAII will continue to offer a wide range of resources and supportive services to our American Indian and Alaska Native residents. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, I'm Deb Haaland, Congresswoman for New Mexico's 1st Congressional District and a proud member of Laguna Pueblo. Thank you for the opportunity to share a few words at the virtual celebration of UAII's new headquarters in the heart of Los Angeles. As a Native American woman, UAII's mission to support the well-being of Native Americans resonates deeply with me. Organizations like yours that provide comprehensive integrated services are vital now more than ever. The pandemic has revealed deep cracks in our social systems that disproportionately harm marginalized communities. Access to healthcare, education, unemployment, and food and even water in some places are all a result of a failure of the federal government to meet its trust responsibility. That's why I co-sponsored the Healthcare Access for Urban Native Veterans Act, to ensure that Native American veterans receive culturally competent mental and physical health care. UAII has done incredible work in creating a community dedicated to the mental, physical, and spiritual well-being of Native Americans and Alaska Natives. I want to thank you for your continued grassroots effort to maintain these culturally sensitive, critical services. I look forward to seeing UAII's work continue and the sense of community grow in the new and improved headquarters. Thank you for having me and enjoy this one-of-a-kind virtual celebration.
Beep, Tracy Lee Nelson. Hey, coming to you straight from the La Jolla Indian Reservation. Yeah! Hope you guys are doing good. First off, I'd like to thank UAII and the entire staff for keeping everybody informed in the community on what's going on with the COVID here. I mean, this is crazy times for all of us. But, we could get together by wearing, of course, our mask and everything, what everybody is doing now, and washing your your hands really well, and then using some of your sanitizer. And what I do sometimes when I'm pumping gas with my truck, I wear my gloves because everybody touches the pump handle, you know. So I wanted to protect myself with that. And then also I'd like to say congratulations to UAII, yay! For I hear you're relocating to a new location, and that is incredible. Shows the progress you guys are making there and what the staff is doing and keeping up on everything. But congratulations, it's been the best of everything there to you. All right, let's get to some music. I'm going to do a couple songs for you guys from my Santa on the Res CD I did years ago. All right, now this is I had a dream one time, and this is what I remember, and I totally believe it's true. Check it out. Santa Claus, I believe now. I saw him putting presents under my Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. Something woke me up in the night. I got up to investigate. I creeped into the hallway as everyone slept away. And then I saw his red and white suit. I turned around and jumped back in bed. I closed my eyes, he opened the door. I pretended I was still asleep. Well, I believe in Santa Claus. I believe now. I saw him putting presents under my Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. Yeah. At home you feel like dancing, go ahead, get up. Well, I believe in Santa Claus. I believe now. I saw him putting presents under my Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. Well, I believe in Santa Claus. I believe now. I saw him putting presents under my Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve. All right. I got another one for you guys, but I need you guys' help at home, all right? So, and this is called Christmas Shopping at the Pawn Shop. But every time I say pawn shop, you guys say it right after me, all right? That way we can, work at this together and sing together, all right? Check it out, all right? Let me good. I'll keep the beat going and then you guys get ready to sing with me, all right? Follow along with me, all right? You can catch me doing my Christmas shopping on shop. Yeah, you can catch me doing my Christmas shopping at the pawn shop. So if you want to look for me, baby, at the old pawn shop. Yeah, you can catch me doing my Christmas shopping at the pawn shop. Yeah, you can catch me buying your Christmas presents at the pawn shop. So if you gotta take it back now, baby, try the old pawn shop. The old pawn shop, the old pawn shop, the old 99. The old pawn shop, the old pawn shop, the old 5 and dime. So if you gotta take it back now, baby, try the old pawn shop. All right. Yeah. Hey, if there are any harp players out there, come on, man. Join me, play. If you guys feel like dancing at home, go ahead, come on. I'll just keep the beat going for you guys, all right? You have a good time. All right, here comes the chorus again, and follow me, all right? Yeah, you can catch me buying your Christmas presents shop. Now you can catch me doing my Christmas shopping at the pawn shop. So if you gotta take it back now, baby, try the old pawn shop. So if you gotta take it back now, baby, try the old pawn shop. I got the receipts though. So if you gotta take it back now, baby, try the old pawn shop. Yeah, the old pawn shop. All right, here's what I know all you guys know out there. Come on, guys, start singing, follow me. I know you know the chorus of it. Let's all sing it together, all right? You guys have a good time. Be safe out there. Don't forget to wear your mask and your gloves, and hopefully we'll see you soon, okay? Check it out. Good to see everybody. Thank you, UAII. You guys take care, all right? Good to see you. Have a great holiday and Merry Christmas out there, all right, everybody? Be safe. All right, take care. Yay!
Dosha. Good afternoon, UAII community. My name is Dr. Andrea Garicia, and I'm Mandan, Hidatsa, Arikara, and Mexican. I'd like to start by saying that I've had the enormous privilege and honor of serving as your board chair since May of this year. And our board stands on the shoulders of the wonderful work put in by board members past. Unfortunately, our former board chair, Terry McAuliffe, who served us for 35 years, tragically passed away in April of this year, and we'd like to take a moment to acknowledge his service to UAII. On top of that, unfortunately, we've experienced loss in terms of Jim Price and Bill Gibbons, who were also longtime UAII board members, and we too acknowledge their service. Most recently, Kurt Livesay and Kimberly Smith retired, and between them have decades of service to the agency, and we also thank you for your service. I'd like to also start by acknowledging our staff. Throughout this year, our staff has continued to show up and show love and dedication for our community members during this crisis, even despite personal loss and personal stress, in addition to the professional stress of having to adjust to a virtual environment. To all of our staff members, whether it be line staff, clinicians, program directors, we can't thank you enough for bringing our community to where we are today. And again, just showing up selflessly every day. I'd also like to acknowledge that in this time of transition, we welcome our new CEO, Luis Cervantes, and thank you for bringing us to this moment today of getting ready to move into our new building. And before I talk about our new building, I also want to acknowledge that we as an agency were founded by 2 strong Native women in downtown LA in the Skid Row area, and we were founded in order to take care of our community members most in need. Today, that mission still rings true, and we continue to center culture and love and caring for our relatives, just as our 2 founders started when they founded UAII. So that brings us to today. We are moving into a brand new building that UAII will call its own and will not have to share with any other agencies. We are more than excited to be able to do that. We're excited that the new building is going to look uniquely Native and also provide a beautiful space, again, for our community members to gather, hopefully in the near future. Until we do that, we just wanted to say thank you for coming along on this journey with us. Thank you to our longtime staff, and we hope that this isn't the only door that's going to be opening for our community. We hope to be opening more doors to house our community members, to house our families, and also open more doors and offices in surrounding cities throughout LA County. So once again, congratulations to UAII for moving into our new building. We're more than excited to see all of our community members soon. Until then, continue to stay safe and mask up. Take care.
Good day. Welcome. Coatzi, Yate, Ocio, Shemkaich, and however you say hello in your language. My name is Joseph Quintana. I'm the Development Director at United American Indian Involvement, and I want to show you around our new home. Come on in. I'll show you inside. We are excited to welcome you to our new reception area. This is going to be a focal point for everybody who enters the building. Everyone who comes in will have an opportunity to check into a brand new space. There's going to be hospital-grade equipment and areas of seating that are easy for us to clean and sanitize, especially during the pandemic. You'll be greeted by one of our welcoming receptionists who will assist you with finding your right place of destination, making sure that you have your appointments set up, and will assist you with any of your needs while you're here at UAII. Welcome everyone. This is our new community center. We host a number of workshops and a wonderful tribal gatherings in this space. Of course, this is a reflection of us, of members from over 200 different tribes. And we will continue to have flags aligned on the walls and many other of the wonderful gifts that have been donated to the organization over the years. This will continue to be a reflection of our agency, of us coming together, being able to commune. We love to gather over some delicious food and wonderful talk. We can't wait till we can do that again. We're gonna have a full kitchen for us to utilize here so we can cater to our own meals, make our own delicious fry bread and all of our traditional foods that we love to eat. And we can't wait to gather here, and we can't wait till this new year to bring everyone into this space. Welcome to your new community center. We are going to have some wonderful dedicated space so people could get online. Do you just need to check your email? Do you need to look for a job search? We're going to have some spaces just dedicated just for that. So you could come in here, open up a laptop, access a computer, and log in to the entire World Wide Web. And of course, if you're a young person or a youth, we're going to continue to host our American Indian Clubhouse. This is a much hit for our young people who are growing into adulthood. And we're going to continue to offer that after-school programming, of course, our youth sports and cheerleaders, and all the other wonderful services, planning for Robert Sundance Summer Camp each year. We're going to be hosting our 30th anniversary soon, and we can't wait to invite each one of you to take part. And this will be our new space to come together. Welcome to our new Workforce Development and Training Department. We know how hard everyone is being impacted by the devastation of COVID-19, especially as we look to the fears of job loss and understanding what tomorrow is going to mean for us. But we have a brand new facility that's going to equip us with the capabilities, of course, to have technology, to do virtual teach-ins, and we have a brand new meeting space full of all the amenities that you're going to need in order for you to be successful. This includes people who are working towards job growth, developing new skills. Maybe you're retired and you want to come out of retirement and be retrained. We're here to help. And of course, are you a business owner or a small business owner? Or you have an interest in it and want to learn more? We're here to help. We're going to make sure that we're a part of the recovery process and work alongside with you to ensure that you're empowered and continue to grow. Thank you. Welcome to our new break room. This is the place for our team members to energize, get ready for the day. And of course, our staff works hard, so we want to make sure that they have the tools and resources necessary for them to enjoy their breaks and their time off. We'll have new coffee equipment, places for them to cook, and sitting areas. If people want to sit with a friend or talk about their day, they can unwind and do so. We'll also have some mood music playing in the background. Another thing we want to highlight is our new conference rooms. These are spaces where we will be meeting with donors and supporters, advocates, and of course, many of our community-based organizations. They will be equipped with all new advanced technology so we can host virtual meetings and trainings and of course, conferences. And then this will be an inviting space to highlight the wonderful work of our organization over its 46 years and almost 47-year history. Thanks a lot. Hi, welcome to our 7 Generations Department. We can't wait to welcome you back to our organization. We continue to host a number of workshops virtually. In our 7 Generations Department, they of course work hard. At sometimes we're almost completing 200 different workshops a year. And we can't wait to welcome you back for in-person drum dance and regalia, our prevention and aftercare program, working with our foster youth who are special to each one of us, and ensuring that American Indian parents, if they want to become foster parents, they have the ability to do so as well. These offices will house our licensed psychologists and therapists. And of course, you can still get much needed care. Just give us a call and we're here to help. Thank you. Of course, your health remains a priority for our organization. And we have a brand new facility, our nurses station. Of course, it's under construction now, but we're gonna have over 10 exam rooms working towards specialty care, things and resources and services we don't currently offer. We're looking at growing our organization, providing the much needed resources for you. Of course, continuing to offer COVID-19 testing, but making sure that we're also part of the recovery process. Once the vaccine's available, making sure we get it to those who need it most. So we look forward to welcome you to our new healthcare clinic. Welcome to our Robert Sundance Wellness Program. This, of course, continues to be one of our driving points, being able to work towards sobriety and improving our quality of health. Robert Sundance Family Wellness Program continues to have licensed therapists and counselors on site for your benefit. They have helped you to overcome many challenges, and they continue to remain here for you during this time when we need the support most. We continue to offer virtual community circles, opportunities for us to share with others the grief or the trauma that we're trying to overcome. Some of us may have experienced loss recently, and they have the opportunity to assist you through that. You just need somebody to talk to, and they're here for you. They, of course, also continue to work on emergency housing issues, to assist our elders and our seniors with having access to resources that are valuable to them. We want you to know we will continue to be here for you, both now and in the future. Hey, you're still here? Well, we want you to know that we're doing everything we can to make sure that our move runs smoothly. It's gonna take us some time still, but as soon as we're ready to welcome you to our new organization, we'll make the announcements on each of our social media sites, along with our website, and we'll be notifying everybody by mail, by email, and over the phone. We still got a ways to go, but we're gonna get through this together. Until then, let's continue to wash our hands, let's mask up, let's continue to remain social distance. And together we will get through this. Thank you, UAII. Have a great rest of your day. And let's look forward to a wonderful 2021 when we can gather together. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening. I am in such a festive spirit because of all the wonderful work and the performance by Tracy Lee Nelson and others. I've put my holiday sweater on, and I really want to thank you. And from our UAII family and my own family, I want to extend many blessings throughout this new year. And I hope that we continue to remain safe. We mean so much to each other. We can't wait to get together in person. But right now, let's make sure that we do everything that we can. Wear our masks, practice social distancing, making sure that we're washing our hands. And we know we want to be with our elders. And if we have elders who are with us now, you all mean so much to us. And you really are our treasure. And we have to do everything right now. Of course, we want to be together with you in the holidays, but maybe there are alternatives such as utilizing Zoom or utilizing virtual calls or giving somebody a call over the phone. letting them know you care, especially at this time. It's getting colder outside. Let's check on each other as we go forward. Thank you all for everything that you do in our community. Thank you everything for all the love and support that you all bring to us. And if you can, share thanks to all those unsung heroes that didn't get mentioned in today's video. Some of them are like our facilities team who continue to work to ensure that places are being disinfected and sanitized. Hot Dog, Omar, Geronimo. There are so many groups who aren't mentioned within our organization. Also, the many volunteers. I know there are so many subcontractors and community members who step up when we need them most. And you all really do such a terrific job representing our organization within the community. Thank you all so much. Many blessings in 2021 to you and your family. Be safe. Thank you.